2 years ago, it would have been absurd to think that kids all across the United States were going to take their education completely virtual. I mean, it's kind of like a dream or a nightmare, I guess. Well, that nightmare is now a reality. Because of COVID, we've had to transfer our education systems from mostly in person, fully in person, to mostly virtual. However, now things are returning to the normal way, and people have the decision whether or not they want to take virtual classes or in person. Well, I'm here to describe the benefits of taking the in-person side. So, to preview my main points, in-person learning keeps students more engaged. It provides a better academic experience for them, a more efficient experience, and it's better for their mental health overall. So, let's start with classroom engagement. Being in person encourages students to be mindful of what they are learning. Being face-to-face with your peers and teachers makes students pay more attention than when they were virtual. While virtual, many times cameras are not even turned on. This gives students an opportunity to play on their phone or talk to a friend or just get up and leave the meeting and go and grab something to eat. Like, they don't even have to pay attention to what's going on. A study done by Upbeat Education and found in an article by PR Newswire looked into teacher perceptions of classes in the spring of 2020 compared to the fall of 2020. So basically, teachers are being asked questions about how successful they thought the classes were being and how engaged they thought students were. During the spring, most of these teachers worked with kids in a hybrid or remote schedule. However, during the fall, most were in person. Through a sample of 11,442 educators working during COVID, and this is teaching, they've taught in person, remote, and hybrid, they've got the full experience. A study showed that from the spring to the fall of 2020, the percent of students who were able to regularly engage in learning activities increased from 60.1% to 73.2%, which is a significant increase. It was also noted that teachers who taught remotely perceived that their students weren't as engaged as teachers who did teach in person. So clearly, teaching in person keeps students more engaged than remote. Going along with student engagement, it is important for students to be able to effectively learn and be taught their material. In-person learning creates a stronger academic experience for students. There are fewer outside distractions like a dog barking or a parent walking in. Because of this, students can stay concentrated on educational material while they work. While in person, students are also able to receive direct, personalized help from teachers. Personally, I have always had this type of teaching, available to me, and it's very effective. It's helped me, especially in math class, keep pace with the rest of my students and, stay focused on my work. Because a teacher can simply walk around the room and deduce who needs help, that's just not possible while learning virtually. Also, students can be more collaborative while they're in person. They're able to work together in groups with other peers, as well as being able to do hands-on labs, like a science lab, Working hands-on and talking with other students is a great way to learn content. Not only this, but questions are much easier to ask in person. All you have to do is simply look to your right or left and ask a fellow student a question, or even just raise your hand. It's as easy as that, You don't have to worry about your microphone not working for that day or your internet cutting out. It's just much smoother in person. So being able to interact effectively with people leads me to my third point, which is mental health. In-person schooling helps improve students' mental health. People, especially kids, need things like physical activity, sunlight, and a healthy diet to stay mentally healthy. However, one of the most important things is human interaction. human interaction is very important for kids, and it always has. They need to be able to talk with their friends and enjoy their time. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, children learn social and emotional skills at school, get healthy meals and exercise, mental health support, and other services that cannot be easily replicated online. And this is from the article, 4 Benefits of In-Person Learning by KIPP Public Texas Schools. Not only does in-person school give a chance to interact with peers, but it also provides guidance counselors and programs that can boost a student's mental health, which is very important. Obviously, having a stable mental health is very important for people. So to finish up, I will summarize everything that I have done, everything that I've covered so far. In-person schooling keeps students more engaged. It keeps people engaged. It provides more efficient academics, and it is better for students' mental health. So regardless of what you choose, remote or in person, it is okay to choose remote, because remote learning is more advantageous for some people. And if you choose that, it is perfectly acceptable because of what COVID has done to us in a negative way. So personally, in person is very good, because when I did in person for the first time in a long time at CCBC, I met new friends and I had a much better time. So to wrap things up, a quote by Nelson Mandela: "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Thank you for listening. And these are my parents. They were my audience for this.